All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome. How's everybody doing? Are we holding on? Are we holding on? Are we done yet? Is this dip done? Or are we going to dip some more? Sorry, I couldn't be on an hour ago, but I had a meeting I had to take and I was watching the charts on the side and all the big dips, and it was just like, I should have been live. But you know, I'm a working man, just like you guys. I'm a working man. And I just couldn't get out of that meeting. So anyway, here we are. A lot to talk about because I don't know how you guys feel, but we're still in a bull market. That's how I feel. We're still in a bull market. This is a pullback in a bull market. That's it. And that happens. So let me start with, again, the chart that I looked at 4 months ago. And it is this one right here. We looked at this. Actually, this was the revised one in November that Gel did, right? Yeah, this is the revised one that Gel did. We first looked at it in August. Before that was that 32% pullback. But what this chart is it's only looking at bull markets. It's not looking at the bears, you know, the huge drops that we have in the bears, but it's just the bull markets. And percentage-wise, how big were the drops for Bitcoin during a bull market? I mean, this 2016 into 2017 was full bull market over here, right above me here. That was full bull market there. And there were 34 to 40% pullbacks, right? I mean, Bitcoin was a lot more volatile then, probably more like what Doge is now. That's how Bitcoin was trading. But we can go over here to 2020 and 2021, and we can see 23% pullback, a 15%, a 32, a 23. And then we had, you know, that the huge dip that was right after Saturday Night Live. Doge was dropping. Tesla stopped accepting Bitcoin for payments. We had the Chinese like raiding all the Chinese mining operations and pulling the miners out, you know, the mining rigs and all that. So aside from that, then there was still a 26% pullback that happened in like August timeframe before Bitcoin went up and hit its all-time high. And now in this bull market, again, from the beginning of 2023, when Bitcoin started at like 17K and kept moving up, it was 22, 20, 22, 22, and then we had one that was 32. So what was today's? Again, we're still in a bull market, and we still think that prices are going higher. I believe that. I know there's some bears out there that just said, nope, Saturday night was it. That was the high. And we're just going down from here. I'm not in that camp. I'm not a bear. I'm still a bull. I haven't done anything. I haven't touched anything. I didn't sell anything. And I didn't buy anything because I was in a meeting. I have a little bit of cash on the side, but I was in a meeting. So what was this? So let's look at Bitcoin first. Bitcoin is just under 97,000 right now. Let me zoom out just a little bit on the hourly. We can say, well, okay. So I put these orange dashed lines on this afternoon, right while things were dropping. So that orange line represents now the dip that we just had 20 minutes ago or 30 minutes ago was this orange line. The blue line you see was our price targets that we had when we did this 2 weeks ago. It was just 2 weeks ago. We sat here during the Monday live stream and we said, there's a dip going on. Where are our buy prices? And so those you'll see on these blue lines. But let's take Bitcoin. I mean, let's take it all the way from, let's say, the 5th of December when Bitcoin actually hit at 103,620. And we'll say from there to the dip we just had, 9%. 9%. Now, what did I just show you on Gel's diagram there? We had the smallest one was 15. We had 23, we had 32, we had 26. This 9%. That's it. If we can't stomach that, you should not be trading crypto. And I know at the time you see it, and the time you see these big drops happening, you're like freaking out, right? Because you see these red bars if you're watching the charts like I do, and you see them just pumping down and down and down and down, and you're just like, man, how low is this going to go, right? And you know what I'm going to say next. You know the L word. You know the L word is coming. Because once there starts to be a drop, then those market makers and those exchanges, they're going, all right, liquidation time. Let's clean them all out, right? Let's clean them all out. And there were a lot of liquidations. In the past hour alone, $19 million of others. Others is still on top. Let's go back to 4 hours. 377 million of others. Again, this is what I mentioned in this morning's video. Did you watch my video this morning? It was another good one. The thing about others and why others has far more liquidations happening dollar-wise than Bitcoin, ETH, and Doge is because the greedy gamblers, right? Those greedy traders are putting more money on the alts now for leverage because they're all saying, hey, it's alt season. This is alt season. We're going to throw leverage. And we're going to throw leverage at the smallest things because whatever, like Gala, right? Filecoin, ADA, Litecoin. I don't even know what ACT is. OM, Strike, Pepe, Atom, Link, File, Sand, Near, Phantom, Stacks. These are the things that are getting wiped out now. That's what the traders are putting their leverage trading on, are these little things, and they're getting wiped out. Now, the largest single liquidation was an ETH liquidation at $19 million for one ETH trade. One ETH trade, $19 million. So your next question is, well, Kriss, what does the liquidation heat map look like, right? Let's see if it even loads. People are probably pounding on this. Oh, look at all the shorts. Everything else below got wiped out. We do have a new leverage long right there on Bitcoin, $53 million. See that little yellow one right there? That's a new one, $53 million on Bitcoin. That's how greedy these traders are. Probably just got liquidated. Price went down. Price comes back up. And it's like, okay, I'm just going to put another huge leverage long in and try and make my money back. And that's right at 95.9. 95.9. So already for Bitcoin, that has a big target on it right there, 95.9. It's just like, let's not go back down there, please. Let's not go back down there. So we'll be able to run through alts and we'll be able to look at a number of things, but I do have on most alts, I do have this orange line now. And I mean, the key of it was to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. And you can see now, you know, Bitcoin was in this upward trending line. We have our all-time high in yellow. We now have our new orange dip, but the blue dip that we had before was lower. So we didn't go that low. This is now just a wick down and back up on our chart. And how does Doge look? Same thing. Same thing for Doge. It's still an upward channel. We're at the bottom of it right now. We wicked down below and came back up on Doge. Yeah, 38 cents. That was, did anybody of you buy 38-cent Dogecoin? Did anybody get 38-cent Dogecoin? But now it's back in the channel. So, like I said, I'm still bullish. Dogecoin, XRP, Solana slide. Bitcoin price falls below 97K. Well, that was when they printed this. Now, Bitcoin, yeah, still below 97K. And it wicked down to 94.2. 94.2 right there on the Bitcoin. Bitcoin had briefly risen back above 100K early this morning, but it fell. But it really wasn't, this was not Bitcoin. This was not Bitcoin driven. This was altcoin driven. And we could have another dip, right? Crypto Zenki. We could have another dip. This may not be over yet. And that's what we're going to talk about today. This might not be over. And if it isn't, and you didn't buy on that last dip, where might we go with the next dip? We'll take a look at that. Dogecoin, XRP, big daily losers. Not as much as Jasmy. Jasmy was down like 30% earlier. That was like that. Jasmy took a big hit today. Very volatile. Yeah, so we'll take a look at all of that. I mean, Ripple, we can talk about XRP and Ripple and the Brad Garlinghouse thing last night. I watched it. I commented on it on X. We can talk about that if anyone is interested, but that's so yesterday now. That was like so long ago now, because now we've got this more immediate thing happening. Other major cryptos, Avalanche, Sheeb, Chainlink, Polkadot, all down. Amid the decline, liquidations of long and short positions have tallied $620 million over the past 24 hours, with Bitcoin leading the charge at 86 million. And I think that number is now higher. We'll go back and we'll see what CoinGlass says, because I reference the same thing those guys do. If you look at 24-hour, yeah, Bitcoin is 166 million. And all liquidations, if we go to 24 hours, $1.5 billion. $1.5 billion just got liquidated. Wow, I had not seen that number till just now. 1.5 billion. So, what were one of the rules I was telling you guys about? And I've consistently told you for months, don't trade on leverage. Don't trade on leverage. If you did, you got wrecked today, because these things can happen when you least expect it. I mean, things were going great today, right? Here's Bitcoin this morning, traded back up above 100K, and it was like, okay, here we go, guys. Nope, rejected, down further, started to recover through noontime hour, and then just dumped. And it's amazing when the dump happens, and we can even zoom in like the 5-minute chart, right? And you can see what happened, just how quickly it moves down. 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, the Bitcoin price went down about 2% in 5 minutes. 2% on a $2 trillion asset. That's pretty big. But like I said earlier, Jasmy's was much bigger. Jasmy in 5 minutes went down over 20%. Over 20% in 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Ouch. So on Jasmy's chart, this new orange line is well below the blue line. Well below. Because that was a big sell-off for Jasmy. So, and we can kind of tell, like maybe Jasmy was overbought already up at 5 cents. But you're coming down to 4 cents. I thought that would be support. Well, now it's become resistance right here for Jasmine. So yeah, we'll take a look at that. So that's what's going on there. Why did cryptocurrencies, why are they struggling today? Motley Fool says the cryptocurrencies took a breather today amid the bull market. And I'm like, breather? It took a breather? I think that was a little more than a breather. I think some of you were maybe like inhaling, like, like, what's going on? Bordering on having heart palpitations or something, right? You picked up some Jasmine on the dip. That was a good buy. The treasury yields rose today. Most other crypto news seemed largely positive. El Salvador plans to dial back some of its crypto laws. We can talk about that. I don't think that's a big deal. They just changed, stores going forward from being required to trade in Bitcoin to it being voluntary. But I don't think that's a big deal. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse appeared on 60 Minutes last night. I don't think that affected this dip at all. So I don't know. Cryptocurrencies took a breather. That's what Motley Fool says. And I'm like, a breather? It's mostly good news. Look what we had today. MicroStrategy just bought $2.1 billion of Bitcoin. Another $2.1 billion of Bitcoin. Their average price of purchase was $98,783. And I was thinking, like, who's buying Bitcoin over 100K? Well, it wasn't MicroStrategy. 90 drops. Why would that happen? I mean, that's bullish news. That's good news. Which just leads me to liquidations. $1.5 billion. And now what do we see? And now we see these degen gamblers loading up more leverage trades. $53 million already in like the last 30 minutes of new leveraged longs on Bitcoin. Liquidation price of 95.9. That just means to me, we're dropping to 95.9 for sure. That's coming. Because they're going to grab that down there before they move up and start taking out all these shorts. Because now we've got huge short positions up here. 62 million, 54 million, just huge shorters. Shorting Bitcoin down. And then it's not just Bitcoin too. We can look at Doge and we can say, yep. Now Doge isn't in the millions on any of those individual lines, but we can see what's going on with the Doge heat map here. Again, this one is, I think this one is just Binance, but yeah, there's the shorts way up here. But in fact, Doge just did take out $190,000 of leverage at 40.5 cents. That was a new leverage right there in green and just took it out. So somebody just lost $190,000 with that dip. So that Dogecoin dip makes a lot of sense right there. Just took out that $190,000. Now it can go back up. All right. So that's my overview. That's kind of what I had to say. Overall, yeah, crypto dips. That's what's happening. This morning, I tweeted about the red bubbles on crypto bubbles. And it's not just Doge. Somebody said, oh, Doge is dropping. It's like guys. It's not Doge. I said, look at crypto bubbles. In fact, we can call it up right now. It's probably even worse. We can look at crypto bubbles and we can say, yeah, it's red. In fact, this is page 3. We got to go back up to page 1. Even page 3 is totally red. So you can look at crypto bubbles and you can say, okay, where's your favorite? There's Doge right there, down 12%. Look to the right. There's Jasmy, down 20%. Look to the left. There's Near, down 19%. Doge is down 12%. And people are commenting to me like, Doge is crashing. Doge is going to zero. And I'm like, have you looked at the whole crypto market? The whole market. The whole market is in the red. And we got a couple like Leo, Move. Pepe's not so bad. Floki was in the green, but I think, yeah, it's now in the red now too. So, yeah, Doge back to 21 cents. Knockstars, you have been the bear. I know you've been a bear, but this is a pullback. But yeah, back down to 39.6. What did I just say a few minutes ago? We're not done yet with these dips. We're not done yet. This was the first flush. We're going to go again. So, Fartcoin is in the green, Riley. Fartcoin. Oh my God. Well, something's got to be in the green, right? Why not Fartcoin? It'll go up again, but now we're pushing down again to take out more leverage. Happening right now. 38.7. Look at it push down. Ugh. I think too many thought, okay, we've got this V-shaped drop here, right? It's typically what you see. It just comes right back up, and then we go up. Nope. We're going to have a double dip here, guys. This is going to be a big double dip. Don't see that too often. You don't see that too often. Yeah, Brian, there wasn't any news. There wasn't any big news. This is how the market makers can manipulate crypto markets right here. And they did it. $1.5 billion of leverage. Should I sell? Shreddy? Again, 4-year cycles, we're in a market. We're in a bull market. And what do I say about red candles and green candles? When do you sell? Not on the red candles. Not financial advice, but you don't sell on the red candles. You get scared, you get shaken out, and then what happens? You sell down here on a red candle and the price goes up higher. And then you're chasing to buy back in a bull market. 2026, I'll say something different. In 2026, I won't say that. I'll say something different. Again, following the 4-year cycles. So yeah, big buyers are probably stepping in now with this, and the price is going to come back up over 42 cents again for Doge. A double dip. Look at that. A clear, clean double dip. You don't see that too often. Where they take everyone out, they come up, and then they take them out again. All those new leverage trades, gone. Predicted it. We looked at the heat map. Look at Bitcoin. Came all the way down to 94.5. Let's refresh the heat map again, right? Someone asked, what does the heat map look like now? Look at that. Came down and took out that $53 million. We were just looking at this, and it was like, okay, 95.9, here we come. Took it out. And came down here lower and took out another 26 million while they were at it. Somebody just lost money in like 20 minutes. They lost $20 million in 20 minutes. Can you believe that? Gone like that. No woulda, coulda, shouldas, Gray. No coulda, woulda, shouldas. You don't know. You don't know what's going to happen in the market. You do the best you can. But yeah, isn't that something? A double dip we just had. So sorry I missed the first one earlier. I was in a meeting. That's why I had to start at 5 instead of 4. But we got this one. Some of the newer crypto investors got freaked out by this, I'm sure. In the past hour, your heart's probably, oh no, what am I going to do? What's going on with the market? How low is it going to go? And I'm just like, for Bitcoin, it was 9%. It was 9%. It wasn't 32. It wasn't even 15. It was 9. And we had worse ones already. That 32% one. You remember that? You can go to the daily on Bitcoin. We can go, yeah, I remember that. Oh, wait, gotta go here. Which one was that one? This one was, yeah, that was 9. That was the October. Yeah, I think it was the August one. No, that was 20. Looks like it was this one. This is the one. Early August. Yeah, that was the 30%er right there. So we had that this summer. Bitcoin went from 70,000 and dipped all the way down to 49.9 right there. That was beginning of August dip. 30%. This is 9. It's 9. So not bad. We weathered it. Is there still going to be another one? Maybe. Let's see if Doge can get back up to 42 cents here. All right. I said that you probably weren't going to get 39.5 again, and you did. You took profits at 47. Good for you, Jose. Good job. It can happen. Yeah, Kriss is not worried, Magnus. Kriss is not worried. Overall, the crypto market is good. This is just flushing out that leverage. And some would say, although this is almost like, it's like one of those sayings that people in crypto just say. But I don't think that really happens that much. It's like flush out the weak hands so that the whales can come in and take your crypto. And I'm like, I don't know. Did any of you sell? Did any of you sell your Dogecoin under 40 cents? Did anybody you sell in the last hour? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's do this. Did you sell any crypto in the last hour? And I'm going to guess it's going to be mostly no. But if you said yes, be honest. If you sold in the last hour. I don't think people got shaken up by this because you guys are here talking to me, right? And you know, these happen in the crypto markets. We see these things happen. Yeah, I'll check the leverage in just a little bit again. I'm guessing there's probably some more new long leverage being made on Bitcoin with this next shakeout. Bitcoin's back up to 97K. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's take a look at it again. Let's refresh. I'm sure there's some new ones. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Not on Binance. How about Bybit? Bybit's got some right there. $97 million on Bybit at 95.8. $97 million already just in the last 10 minutes. $97 million. 95.8. Here we come. I don't know. We'll see. H-bar. H-bar is at 27 cents. It dipped down to 23.3 right here. 23.3. If we go to the 4-hour chart, you'll see that 12.8 was our buy-in price back here 2 weeks ago. Because that was before H-bar went on this big run. So to dip down to 23, that's not bad. If it dipped down to 12, that would be bad. But it stayed up here. H-bar held pretty well. Now back up to 27. That's pretty decent. A bit of a shakeout, but that's decent. That's decent. Yep, and Doge is pushing back up to 42 cents right now. You sold ADA yesterday, used it to buy Doge and SHIB today. That's some good timing there, Rolling Rob. Good timing. Whales creating even more leverage. Rocky, let's see if we can get over 43.5 again first. It's right there still. I got that red line just sitting right there. Can we get over 43.5 again? Rocky. We call that the Rocky line now here. It's the Rocky line, 43.5. We could easily run up to 60 cents. Doge can easily do that. From here, from 40 cents, that's like a 50% run though. Now it's, yeah. Henry, January 1st, I will have my video for my 2025 price prediction for Dogecoin. So you have to wait for that. You're welcome, Joseph, about peak. We can talk about that a little later. Are we going to go for a triple? Maybe. We just saw that heat map in this big 97% leverage trade that's just sitting right there at 95.8. It's sitting right there. Sell or hold? Well, Morad, if you've been here, you know how I feel, right? It's like, let all this stuff happen. The bigger picture still, and I go back to Gel's chart because it's a beautiful chart. We still have the rest of this bull market to play out. In terms of this 1917 run, if we are anything like that, we're the equivalent of this 40% drop. We're way down here is where we are. We're way down here. We still have all this to come. And in terms of 2020 to 2021, we're like right here. We still have this big run to come. That's the 2021 version. Again, thinking for your cycles, it's like from here, we still have this next run to come. And that's how I'm thinking of it. Now, some of you might be bears and think, Bitcoin topped out 100K, went up to 103. That's all you're going to get? I don't think so. I don't think so. I sold my soul to Doge, Ryan. Right. All it takes is something from Elon and Doge is off to the races. That is true. But we still think the rest of December and January are going to be awesome for crypto. I think it's going to go up. Thor had 50% of my portfolio on the side, bought in heavy. I used to sell during these dips. I know. I know, the news remains bullish and positive. Christian bought some more Jasmine. What do we say for Bitcoin? 95.9? That's going to be right there. Is Bitcoin going to go into there? We're going to see that happen. If it does, that is total manipulation time. I can't comment on leverage traders. Nostalgia. I can't comment on leverage traders. I don't I don't do leverage trading, and I warn people not to, so I'm not going to do it. Lolavec, what's up? Buy the dip. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. Klondike, did you see the city of Vancouver is voting on the use of crypto for paying property taxes? That would be awesome. I haven't seen that. I didn't see that, but that would be great. Any use of crypto for real world transactions, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Could we go below 38 cents? Is the crash over? I don't know how much leverage they want to take out, but I mean, we just looked at the heat map, right? We identified a $97 million right here. And now we're seeing this red candle. I'm just saying, this is what this is all about. It's taking out the leverage. Hardly a crash, right? 9% for Bitcoin. If you can't stomach that, what was Doge's overall drop from top up here, 48 cents, all the way down? It was 20% drop. So it was 20% for Doge from Saturday night to this afternoon. That's a decent drop. I'll give them that. That's a decent drop. Synergy bought some of the dips. Yeah. It's over. This is the end. The sky is falling. I know. This is the run we've been waiting for. And we're in the middle of it. And don't get shaken out by these dips. Don't get shaken out, guys. Diamond hands. Exactly. Exactly. No, these liquidations are not. They're mostly foreign. Like all the Binance ones, those aren't US traders that are doing leverage trades on Binance. And most of that Bybit stuff is not US either. So yeah, flash crash. That's what we got going on twice already. We've had two of them. And now we're targeting this third dip, maybe half of what those last two were. My plan for Doge is still on track. This does not change anything. Doesn't change anything. I'm still targeting higher prices on Doge to begin taking slices of profits. You sold your SHIB on the first dip. Yeah, so you're one of those 10% that did sell some. It happens. Maybe we'll see a SHIB dip a little lower here. Came down to 24. So you can buy back in. Might happen with SHIB. But then you reset the clock on capital gains if you trade like that. I always think of that stuff. But you do set the clock, reset the clock. You were going to sell Pepe at 38.5 to get the dips on Jasmine and Doge, but wasn't home in time. Yeah, what's Pepe dipping to here? Yeah, 25. It's still a pretty good price because Pepe just went on this other run here. So Pepe did not drop overall that much. In 24 hours, Pepe's only down 4%. Jasmine's down 24. So Pepe's actually holding up pretty well. Maybe Sailor's BTC order. No, he just bought. That was in this article right here. 98,783. He bought $2.1 billion of Bitcoin. It's already done. Already done. So 96.7. It's not quite there yet. Take out that leverage. Badu, you panic sold, but you bought again, increased my allocation amount, average increased. That doesn't mean you lost money. No, it just resets. That's okay. You probably bought back in at a higher price than what you sold at. So your average would go up. DJ. I like that. That's cool. I'm sorry about your debit card there, Kriss, but tons of liquidity up above 102. Yeah, Damien, but they're having fun down here right now. What is Peak looking at right now? I have not looked at Peak. Haven't looked at Peak. Wow. Peak only had the one dip. It didn't have a double dip. Coming back up to 60 cents for Peak. That's looking pretty good. Love the Peak. Love the Peak. Congratulations to all you that got into Peak. Watch me dump. Watch me nay. I haven't heard that reference in a long time. The old nay. Oh my gosh. Yes. Diamond hands. Yeah, we can look at Litecoin. I'm him, Ryan Gosling. Litecoin. So Litecoin dipped to 10. Yeah, at the second dip on Litecoin was actually lower. 100.65. We had $90 here 2 weeks ago, though. $90 was our buy price, so it didn't quite go down to 90, but 100. And look at that. That pretty much lines up to where Litecoin traded back here through the 1st of December. So just came back and retested that for Litecoin. But it'll be back up at 135. It'll be back. How's our channel looking on the Doge chart? We just have a wick. It's just a wick below. Right there. So overall, we're just at the bottom of the channel now. And I mean, we could say that the bottom of that wick there is a lower low than the wick we had on December 3rd. So that's not great. We certainly don't want to start going that way. That's a lower low than the wick we had on the 3rd. But again, it's a bull market. A lot of weird things can happen, and that could be that. Could be that. All right, I'm going to take this double dip thing off so we can see the candles here on Doge. This is healthy. Yes. Those leverage traders, man. Brutal. Could we see a triple dip? We're watching. Doge is on track. Fellas, hang tight. I agree. So about 10% of you got shaken out. I know, isn't that interesting? Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I didn't buy anything either, but that's just because I was sitting over there in a meeting. Can't just trade all day. My next profit, yeah, 60 cents, Rocky. 60 to 69, depending on what Doge is doing, but 60 has been my next target line. Kalina says, doesn't change anything besides delivering us an opportunity to buy at a discount. So yeah. You learned your sell the dip lesson during the last bull market. Yeah, and James, that's kind of the advantage of being in the crypto markets at least 4 years. You've been through this before. And there's no capital gains tax if you don't gain. That's true, but most people should be up unless you were buying, up at 48 cents, 46 cents. You didn't have any Doge before then. But there's probably some that have a 44, 46 cent average now. But I think we're going higher. Are we going to go down to 35? Doesn't look like it right now, Youssef. Doge is looking good. And of course, Bitcoin dominance would spike up. That makes sense. We would see that on Bitcoin dominance because alts dipped at a higher percentage than Bitcoin. So there's the Bitcoin dominance chart. And it even has two big wicks up on Dogecoin dominance. But I expect this is just going to, just like it did back here on the 3rd, it's going to come right back down. I think it's going to be a repeat of this right here. I think we're going to see this again. That's my guess, is we're going to see that. Because it's alt season, and this is just a shakeout. Just a shakeout. Alt season is just getting going, Dimitri. We're just getting going, but on a dip like this, the alts are going to drop harder, and we saw that across crypto. Viewers and likes. How about subscriptions? How many of you guys who haven't subscribed yet are going to subscribe now? Because you're watching KrissPax. He's got a level head here. I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit. Get that right. Didn't realize I was a little crooked there. There we go. Yes, like the video, please. Like the video. Like. Yep, peak is holding up. All crypto down. Yeah, it's across crypto. This is happening. Again, we looked at the bubbles, right? Just about everything's in the red. It's across crypto. This is happening. So even your favorite coin, like I said earlier, it's like pick your favorite coin on the bubble and then look to the left, look to the right, look up, look down. Pretty much all red. And like we looked at earlier, Doge is now down 11, but Jasmy's down 18, Near down 17. So it's all crypto. But we're getting some positive signs on some crypto, like we're going to break out of this. Yes, that's the idea, Bindi. The leverage gets taken out and then crypto rebounds. That's how it works. Buy the green, sell the red. No. You haven't learned anything, Paul. You're just kidding, I'm sure. Jack took a dump this morning. Nice. That's a nice thought. Doge is not looking weak, Rocky. This is a flush out. I know, Gabe, you can't look at your account. I did not look at my portfolio. I don't want to know how much my portfolio dipped. I don't even want to know. We can look at the KrissPax portfolio. I don't mind that. We can look at that. Update that. 51,600. We were up at almost 60,000 here on Sunday. So in a day, ouch, yes. But if I zoom out and look at the 30-day, that's pretty strong. So this is a dip. It's going to come right back up, I think. It's going to come right back up. Still, I mean, I put 10,000 in this, and now it's at 51.6. We're good. It'll get back up to 60, I think. We'll be watching that. The biggest bull run about to happen. It's already started. This is just a temporary little stopping point, right? What did Motley Fool say? Cryptocurrencies took a breather today. This is a breather. It's just a breather, right? Dips don't phase you anymore. Yeah, I think we might have seen it there, 38 cents right there. I think that was it for this dip. How is XRP doing? Let's see how XRP dropped. I've got them all ready to look at. $2. It hit $2. I thought 219 would be support. And right now it's right at that line. But that wick all the way down to $2 for XRP. But yeah, this 219, 220 line right here in red, that is what we identified as support. Because after the big run up here to 280, it dipped right down like to 220 and then came back up. So on the daily, that's the bottom of the candle right now, but the wick came down to $2. So I don't think we're going to see sub $2 XRP again. That's about as good as you're going to get on picking up XRP right now. Is right there. Doge on the weekly, we had 8 straight green candles. Now we got a big red one. We got a lot to make up if we're going to make 9 green candles for the week. So we got to have some strong trading of Doge to get back up over 46 cents. But this is looking positive here. The volume is ticking down. Seems to be quieting down. Things are like settling here. Okay, things are settling. Mars bought some LTC and ETC, those dino coins. Mars going for the dino coins, rounding out that portfolio. Exactly. You sold your Doge, you're still in XRP, low rater. Good luck. Yep, crypto roller coaster, exactly, Sideshow. Yeah, we just did the buy target. You sold everything yesterday during the interview. That's the Brad Garlinghouse 60 Minutes thing. I would have lost over 5K. Now got to time it when to buy back. Rocky's looking at 60% of your Doge at 60 cents. You have your limit order set. You were in a meeting with the Doge. I was in a stupid architect engineer meeting. It was not Elon. No, right? It was not Elon. No. It does kind of. Once you've been in it a while, Jason, you do get kind of numb. It's just, look, it's pumping down. Yeah. In the bear market, though, those aren't good pumps or dumps, I mean, when it's dumping down like that. Bailey has a 44-cent average. It'll get back up there. And I know there's a lot that are new into Doge that haven't been, with us for months. And I get that. You get in when you get in, right? When you hear about it and you finally pull the trigger, now you're in. I think Doge is going much higher than 44. Yeah, my poor Jasmy too. That was a big hit on Jasmy. Sheeb will go to the moon someday, Robert. We're continuing to wait. Sheeb was actually in a very nice upward channel, and it just dumped out of it now. This was the upward channel, and we are now completely dumped out of the channel on Sheeb. It was a pretty aggressive channel, but Sheeb was showing some really good signs of upwards trading. So we start again, right? We start again. Doge is holding on to the bottom line of the channel. So that's good for Doge. Gainers and losers on CoinMarketCap is brutal. Yep. I don't know when 60 cents is going to happen, Yusuf, but the Santa rally typically happens after Christmas. Yeah, events are big in the eyes of Doge, Matt. Other cryptos, I would just identify price points and targets. But Doge tends to trade more on events, like big moves up. Web3, that's a good question, Sunset King. It's going to be years and years and years, I think. We're still so early in this whole crypto thing. Web3, I mean, it could be 10 years before we really see Web3. It could be something like that. Things like that take a while. Shreddy didn't sell. Yep, George. And that's what we were doing here on this channel, is we were buying 2 years ago. That's why my portfolio, especially my personal portfolio, still looks really great despite this pullback this afternoon. It's like very positive. But that's what I saw happening, and that's where I was like, okay, this is the time to go all in crypto for this next big bull run. And I started buying in late 2022 and just continued in 2023, heavy buying through the summer of 2023. Since then, it's just been little bits of money that I gained from there buying on dips because I'm all in. All in. Super chat from G Console. I was told to buy in 2022 and didn't until a couple months ago. Promised myself I will not pass this next cycle. I'll be spending it with you. Well, Mayhem. Yeah, if you had been following me, you would know that I was buying. And then in the summer of 2023, that's when I opened it up to everyone on the channel, and and began this portfolio here. So we have average prices of Dogecoin at 6 cents, and Jasmy at 0.003, and our Bitcoin is 26,000. Our XRP is 58 cents. Our Algorand is 10 cents. Sheeb is 0.00008. So we had some really good low prices here. And you can see, like even today, with the dip happening, the Doge is still up 568%. The Jasmy's up 980%. So awesome returns. Yeah, it is when you buy, right? That makes a big difference. But here we are now, and some of you are wondering, are we going to dip again? Am I getting another chance to buy? Not at those prices, but there's still opportunity to make money, just not the same kind of percentage return if you've been buying a year and a half ago. But that's how the 4-year cycles work, and we've been mapping it for 2 years. And you can go back on my channel, and you can see my old videos. They're all there. And I was just saying, 2024 is coming. I just kept saying the fall of 2024, that's when we're going to start seeing those big gains. And we did. So, Mert, always a bear. We'll see if it goes any lower. Panic sell, run for the hills. Ah, it's the Red Sea. Getting into HBAR at 7 cents. That was a good buy price. Sol dipped to 217. It's at 216.5 now. It dipped, look at this, it dipped to 203 for Solana. And the second dip hit 204. Which is below where we were 2 weeks ago when we thought 229 was a good price. 204? Yeah. Yeah, if you're heavy in alts, Kevin, your portfolio is down 25%. If you're more weighted in Bitcoin, you're closer to like 10, 12%. So about half of that. But yeah, alts just got creamed this afternoon. Hero, no woulda, shoulda, couldas. No coulda, woulda, shouldas. Hey, KP, how are you? You've been through this before. I know that. I know you have. Gene's all in on Doge. I know, Scott. Things were looking really positive yesterday, weren't they? I think there was one time during the live stream on Sunday when I said we could see a dip lower. And it was probably just one. Maybe I'll have to go find it and clip that one thing out of the whole 3-hour live stream. That was the only thing that was actually correct. because everything was looking really positive. And even this morning, well, this is where we were last night. We had the green line. That's right. We had the green line. We were charting on the short term. Remember the higher lows? We had that on the Doge chart. But then this morning, after Doge dipped to 42.7, it traded back up over 44, almost 45. That was looking really positive. A little dump into lunchtime, and then this afternoon just fell off the table. Ouch. Yep, there we are. Buy high and sell low. Buy the green and buy the red. There you go. I do not want to learn how to leverage trade ETM. I do not want to learn. I don't even want to know. I don't want to get close to it. Right? It's good to be numb on the volatility. Yeah, I'm not showing you my main portfolio. You can do the math on it. I showed it 2 months ago. I showed you my $1 million portfolio 2 months ago. It's now worth more than $1 million. But that video is on my channel still. You want to see Jasmine now, Johannes? Sure. 4 cents. Back to 4. It dropped to 3.2. It dropped to 3.2. But it's coming back up now. It is. But yeah, to get 3 cent Jasmine again after it was just at 5, that's a gift. Almost a double V. You could call it a W, KP. You could call it a W. We were just looking at that. I erased it, but yeah, this is what we drew, right? That looks like a W to me. You lost your profit. Now back to your original investment. It'll come back up. Thank you, Bindi. I try. Yeah, not even that bad of a dip. There's some people freaking out, though. I get that. I mean, you see all this red here, and you see like down 17, down 15, down 18%, 16, 14, 21%. That's ugly. That is ugly. And I thank every one of the early crew that was here before I started. I got this set up an hour early because I knew I was going into a meeting, and I didn't know if that meeting was going to go right up to 5 o'clock. But those in the early crew, if you're still here watching, cheers. Just put early crew in the chat. Gave you guys an opportunity to talk amongst yourself while we're in the middle of that first dip for the early crew. So glad you could enjoy that with the family here. But yeah, right where we were last week. Exactly. I mean, you zoom out and you're like 42 cent Dogecoin. That's where we just were. In fact, we had this exact price here just last Wednesday. We were at this exact price. So yeah, not bad. Not bad. XRP just went to 219. Yep. Now up to 223. XRP is recovering. So tomorrow we're supposed to hear from the Microsoft board if they are going to adopt a bringing in some Bitcoin. Is Microsoft going to bring in Bitcoin? If it comes out that Microsoft board says no, we could have another dip. That would be like one of those news things that might get there to be a little dip, and then the market makers come in and dump on it and dip it even more to take out all the new leverage traders. So we are in the true bull run, Mert. We're already there. This is a pullback in the middle of a bigger bull run, in my opinion. Yeah, Mars, I didn't even check. I did not even look at my portfolio to see how much overall I was down, because I was sitting right over there in a meeting. I couldn't, nor did I want to. I was like, no, I don't want to know. It'll be back. It's kind of a Monday thing, isn't it? It's kind of a Monday thing. Funny how that happens. It was 2 weeks ago on Monday. We were locating all these blue lines. Remember that? Remember the blue lines? We drew all those. Some cryptos have dipped below that blue line from 2 weeks ago, but some haven't even touched it. Like Algorand, it was way lower. H-bars was way lower. Cardano? Oh, Cardano just came below it. It's almost the same. We have two cryptos that actually hit it right on. We had Ethereum Classic. We have both the orange and the blue in the same spot. And Arbitrum actually hit the exact same spot. But making recoveries. We're seeing recoveries across the board here. That's good. Yeah, Damien, I showed it just at like 201. I did not see a dip below $2 on my chart. Only wants to see the leverage again. Sure, we can update the leverage chart. Yeah, so here's those pesky big leverage trades down here. But we have all the shorters up there just waiting to get demolished. These bright yellow ones, 74 million, 53 million, and the big ones up here, 62 million. Like, let's go. Let's squeeze out those shorts now. Squeeze them out. I wonder if that Bybit one is still here. Oh, that was on that last page. To go to Bybit. Is that guy still there, or did he close? Still there. 97 million. He's still right there. Wow. We'll see. That's a brave trader right there. $97 million trade. Yeah, there's nothing down here on Doge. There's 130,000 at 40.1 cents. So that's pretty clear for Doge. The one time I agree with Motley Fool. I know, Josh, I was reading that and I was like, Motley Fool's kind of right on this one. They're kind of right. Oh no, crashing. Ryan is positive that we're going to be back over 46 cents this week. 9 weeks straight. We'll be watching that. Pepe didn't drop that much, Alex. Pepe did not drop that much. So, I mean, there's a, where did that come down to? 23.2 on that dip. But overall, it really didn't drop that much. So a lot of support for Pepe. Sold nothing. We just had to come down to refuel to rocket the moon. Raven thinks we're going to have 12 weekly green candles in a row. What's up, Bull Run? How you doing? Your Pepe is holding strong. So ETH, we were talking about $8,000 ETH, and some were guessing like 10 to 12,000. I'm not really in that camp yet on ETH. It's a slow mover. And are we going to see that? I already think we just went through that ETH part of the phases and went right to alt season. So ETH will do all right, but it's not going to like 3x from here. I don't see that. Don't see that. There are, Jay, a lot of people panic sold. They learn. They learn. Drew, what'd you miss? Well, you know, on these live streams, you can just take the little white thing and just pull it back, and you can watch at 2x speed and get caught up. 2x speed. Your average is 28 cents on Doge. You got more work to do, but you'll spend it here instead. Work can wait. Mine couldn't. That meeting I had to take. I could not. I couldn't delay that. Right, Jay. People need to understand these corrections are normal and expected, but let's not use names, right? People learn. I mean, I was dumb for selling Solana a year ago and putting it into Cardano. It was the right move, but I did it way too early. So looking back, not so great. Bitcoin Cash, Vcash. That's not on my watch list. But we can see what happened to Bitcoin Cash today. So it dipped down to 512. The second dip wasn't so bad. Overall, that makes it a total dip of 20%. So that's what we're seeing with most alts. Most alts are showing a 20% dip. Bitcoin was 10%, not even. So Bitcoin Cash is right in line with most alts. There were some like Jasmine that dropped more. But Doge was right on that too, right? That was the same thing for Doge. Yeah, 20% for Doge. Yeah, I was going to do new price targets, but right now it's looking like recovery, and that these bottoms here that were these orange lines, that appears to be the bottoms for this dip. I'm not seeing a triple dip happening here. I don't think Bitcoin's going to come down and grab that 95.9 right now. I mean, maybe later tonight we might see something like that. But right now, this is looking pretty positive. Usually the Santa Claus rally is between Christmas and New Year's. So this would just be a December in a bull market continuing. So typically those who FOMO do panic sell. Yep. Typically we see that. Hey, Zach, how are you? DCAing on the dips, that's the way to go. Some of you guys trading on leverage, you may not want to admit that you got liquidated, but you got wrecked today. You got wrecked. Robinhood slowed down today. This afternoon, Robinhood did slow down. I was getting notifications on my phone of Bitcoin dropping below 47 when it was already down at like, dropping below like 95. And Robinhood was just telling me it dropped below 97. And I was like, yeah, it's already lower. You're slow. So the whole Robinhood system really slowed down this afternoon. Yep. And that's not good. That is not good. That was a good stress test for Robinhood today, and they failed. They did fail. I'm going to have to post that later. Robinhood failed the stress test. Look at that. Now I'm getting notifications of things going up already. That's how quickly things turn around in crypto, right? Yeah, Louis. So, I mean, you go back and you look 2 years ago at my videos during the bear market. Yeah, we'd have we would have little positive days and I would get excited. Yeah, positive day. This is good. Try and stay optimistic. But it was really all gearing toward fall of 2024. And that's what I just kept saying again and again and again is like, this whole thing isn't going to turn around till fall of 2024. That's what we're waiting for. So Bitcoin dominance came up. It's probably dropping a little bit now, would be my guess. Yep. It came up and now it's starting to go back down. We'll see if it follows my sketch. I made a sketch of where I think Bitcoin dominance is going to go. So we'll follow that. But I'm guessing it's going to be back to 55, 54% in a day. Hey, Aaron, how are you? Good to see you. Right. You see dip, you see discount. Is the metaverse really going to become a thing, Aussie? I don't know. Maybe in 50 years or something. I'm not going to see it. I still have like 2.6 million Doge. It's a sale catalog. Time to buy. Early Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, oh, I keep forgetting. Guys, are you looking for that perfect Christmas gift? That perfect Christmas gift for anybody who you think would love something with Doge on it. The perfect Christmas gift. I have a link in the description below to Dogecoin merch. You can get hats, you can get bags, you can get tank tops, short sleeve, long sleeve. You can get onesies for the new babies in your family. Awesome Doge gifts. Check my link in the description below and spread the word of Doge through. Wonderful gifts. Hurry now so you can get your shipments in before Christmas. Dogecoin. Wouldn't a baby look great in that onesie with Dogecoin on it? Come on. Come on. A lot of people have been buying stuff out of the store lately. Thank you for the support. I get a little bit. I don't get much, but it's really more just spreading the word of Doge. I've got a couple Bitcoin things and some other fun things in there as well. You can poke around in the store. Take a look. Doesn't cost you anything to look. I bought all the dips in 2022, 2023, and then you sit on the sideline and wait. I was down and now I'm up. Isn't that great how that works, Kriss? Yeah, for a while I was down too. I remember. I thought I was all set and then it just dipped further into the summer of 2023 and I was like, why am I still down? It turned around. The dips don't line up with your daily reoccurring buy, Jason. And you probably got lucky one of those dips. You had to have. At least one of them hit right. That's why I don't set recurring buys. I buy on my own with the red candles. Hauk Elon. There's a Hauk Elon token. Why not? Algo, great opportunity. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with the likes here. People just bears everywhere. Not as much, but there's a few. There's a few. Is eBay going to turn over to the blockchain? I don't know. That'd be a big move. That'd be a big move. Elijah, it's always a good time to buy Doge, but like I said, not financial advice, but look for the red candles. Polkadot got demolished. A lot of dips did. You sold Solana at 250. Good timing. We have a new member, Chris Adams. Chris, welcome to the channel. Awesome. That's right, Venril. If you sold yesterday and instead of dipping, it kept going up, you would have regretted that. You don't know when these things are going to happen. You don't know. Most of your other coins are down 20%. Thanks, Louis. It's looking nice. We're still building. We're still building to get that house. Sorry, Bindi. That's just the way it is. I found myself in a fortunate position. Of course, that's a risk, right? Buying into crypto, like going all in, is a risk. But I felt pretty confident that this bull cycle was going to still have some good rewards. We don't know how the alts are going to fall in 2026, but I'm not holding them. I'll hold some Doge because just in case of Elon doing something with X payments, because that may take a little longer than this bull cycle. Yep, the L word. Exactly, Danton. Exactly. We covered that. The L word. You don't mind leverage trading normal stocks, but crypto is insane. Degen gamblers. But they must have a lot of money. Yeah, we're all going to make it. Sniper doesn't think the dip is over yet. Still kind of tenuous here. It's not quite sure. If we get back up to the Rocky line here at 43.5, I'll feel a lot better. I'll feel much better. Bonk got hit hard. Yeah, I didn't look at Bonk. Bonk was way up, though, before, so that doesn't surprise me. 35. Oh. So where was Bonk? It was up here at 48. That's a big dip. 28%. That's one of the biggest ones I've seen right there. 28% on Bonk for the dip. Way below the 40 price point that we had here 2 weeks ago. All the way down to 35. Wow. But you know, since then, it's already up almost 12% on the recovery. Where's peak? Look at peak. Wow, look at peak. Guys, look at that. It's up to 65 cents. Whew. It's about to hit a new all-time high. It's 69. Look at that, guys. For those that bought into peak, good for us. Wow. Who instigates the flushes, Ben wants to know. It's the exchanges. $1.5 billion in leverage got wiped out today. $1.5 billion. The exchanges would like to keep that money. They don't want to lose that. You think we're going to cool off a little bit more? I kind of think what we're going to do is we're going to tonight, most likely, we're going to find some level here, and we're just going to kind of drift sideways. Volume will be down. Kind of think that's what's going to happen. This is why you stick to high volume crypto. I know. The low volume ones can get wrecked big time. Yep, been a leverage wipeout. High. Even the chart knows that Doge is a W. Yeah. You sold at 41. Remember, like 3 weeks ago when I sold at 42,069, and some people were saying, "Why did you sell, Kriss?" Again, just took a little off the table, just reduce my risk a little bit. You want to see the movement before the first bull run. I can only show it on the daily. I can't get in any further on the regular trading view. So you're not going to see, all of that action, but we can still see that there were pullbacks that were huge. And so we're going to go back to 2021. We'll just take a second here for us to scroll back. There's a way to do it with the calendar, but it just ends up always messing up whenever I try that. So I just scroll back through time. 2021, remember 2021? So this is what things looked like. This is where I bought in right here. 2-cent Dogecoin, January 28th. That's where I bought my first Dogecoin. Dogecoin went up all the way to 8 cents. And then it pulled back 74%. 74% pullback in a day and a half. And then it went up 122%. And then it pulled back 40%. Today was nothing compared to what was going on in 2021. And even when it finally got back up to 8.5 again, it pulled all the way back down another 50% in February. Craziness. That was craziness. And then in April, we had the same thing. Not quite as volatile, but pumped up to 45. It dropped 50% down to 23. Then it pumped up 86%. And then it dropped 60%. That is volatility. That was Doge in 2021. And even after the 73-cent run, I mean, the initial first drop was at like 52%, but then you could take it over to the 19th of May, and it's basically 71% drop. And that's in 11 days. So yeah, Dogecoin has been much, much worse in terms of volatility. That was huge trading. just huge. So I don't think we're going to see that kind of thing again. But if Elon does something with Doge, like on X, we could see that volatility coming back. What year am I in? 23. Almost back. Yeah, that was some crazy trading. Still got ways to go here. Still in those downward bear times. Here we go. Yeah, not getting up to the Rocky line yet, guys. Not getting up to the Rocky line yet. Yeah, thanks, Kriss, for joining the community. It'll dip more until we go to 10 cents. You and Mert, I tell you, I would have thought you were the same person, but you're both in the chat at the same time. So Peak is on crypto.com. I have a link in the description below to join crypto.com. Thank you, Dogeberto. Appreciate it. We're having fun here. If you're so sure of yourself, just start your own channel. And we'll see who listens to you. We'll see who listens to you. Yes, you go through the previous bull run and you realize, yeah, maybe this isn't so bad. 2021 was, yeah. Above $1, we'll see big volatility. Could easily pull it back 60, 70. Yeah, maybe. Some people thought that with Bitcoin when Bitcoin hit 100K, but it hasn't dropped below 90. What's the lowest it's gotten? I think this is it, right? 94? Oh, we had the 92 right there. 92. So it never went below 90. 92 was as low as it got after hitting 100. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, Bitcoin's got a little red candle going on right now too. We're going to look back on these days and laugh. I know, Danton. But, you know, cycles are full of these events, and we certainly had a good one today. But yeah, it'll be forgotten. It'll be forgotten, and we'll move on. I think we're still on the uptrend from back in 2021. I think we still have all this to go in this cycle. We still have all this to go. Bitcoin's going to double in price, maybe go to 200K. That's what I'm waiting for. They got two computers. Mert and Momtaz battling it out. Yeah. Yep. It could be. It'll drop 50% again. Not in the bull market. Not this time. Could peak 10x by 2025. So we did the math on this yesterday. And my guess was 5x. Because that makes it I forget what billion-dollar market cap that would be at $3 peak. And so that's kind of my target, would be $3, not $6. But you never know what's going to happen with this thing. It gets listed on Coinbase. It gets listed on Binance. No, that's when you buy, Anthony. You buy. In the crypto market, you buy. If stocks are falling, there's a reason for it. And you don't buy into a stock that has a big falling knife. But this is crypto. You buy on the red candles. Listening to a woman. Yeah, stick with Kriss. I know, right? Oh, I like to have the bears around bull run. It adds to the chat, right? It adds to the chat. We do okay, DJ. Remember, you're the one who actually makes the buys, not me. I'm not doing it for you. You're making that decision to put your money on an exchange and make the buy. I'm just blabbing away here on a YouTube channel. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't have a financial advisor. That's exactly the reason I don't have a financial advisor. I've got others that have whispered in my ear that have suggested maybe I should sell. I'm like, nope, not yet. Not yet. Basically, you say, I want to see how this plays out. And I'm willing to risk my Doge for that. I want to see how it plays out. RJ, the next bull run, we're not ready to talk about that yet. I'm not giving 2029 price predictions. Let's see how this 2025 bull market plays out. BTC is happening now, Drew. It's happening now. Going back down. It's bear hunting season, Klondike. I like that. $1.2 billion market cap is 5x. Is that right? Market cap is back up to 65 cents. The market cap is 420 million. So that would be a 3x to be 1.2 billion. That would be a 3x. A 5x gets it to 2 billion. And I think that's what we were looking at, is a 2 billion market cap would put it right about here. Number 64, it'd be right next to Jasmine. Would be a 2 billion. So that's where I was guessing would be a good target for peak. But we'll see. Where did I get? Well, peak is the only one that I got that wasn't on Robinhood and Coinbase that I found. And it was a little bit lucky. Just saw a post on it on X, and then also saw on crypto.com that it had just gotten listed because I use crypto.com. And so then I went over to CoinMarketCap, and because this is where I do my first research I do is I go to CoinMarketCap and I say, well, does CoinMarketCap have it? Because a lot of times they don't. Some new things, especially if it's a meme token. And it was here. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. It's here. It had only been trading for a day. And then it had a link to a website. And so I went to the website and I was like, huh, powering the machine economy, D-pins for energy, mobility, connectivity. So that sounds interesting. Start looking at who they're working with, and just started going through this, read the white paper, and I was like, I think this is worth throwing some money at this. So I did. That's how I did it. I don't find too many like that. I know people who get out on the pullbacks, they'll learn. They'll learn. Big dump incoming again? No, it's going to settle down like I thought. That's what I think. Raid in his mom Taz. Oh. Big dump pump. I don't know why you come here and just talk like that every day, but maybe you're a big shorter. I do have Avalanche in my portfolio, DZ. I do. I bought it on Robinhood. My average is $16.65. And I bought it, it was somewhere early 2023. So yeah, it was right in here, probably March of 2023 is when I bought it. So in the summer of 2023, when it dropped here below $10, I was like, ooh, just like we were saying, right? I was actually down on that in the summer of 2023, but it had this big run up early 2024 to $64, and it was heading that way again until this dip. Yeah, that's a big dip. How much is this on Avalanche? 27%. Yikes. Well, it'll come back. Pretty confident in that. You don't want to see those red candles on Doge right now. Yeah, peak is going great. Peak, peak, peak. So there's lots of theories here, Sideshow, about how long is the bull market. In 2017, it went all the way through December. In 2021, it petered out like mid-November. And there was a big dip in between. In May and June were a big dip. So this year, maybe it's earlier than that. Some people are predicting a shortened cycle, and maybe by May, it's time to sell everything. I've heard a lot of that talk. Ran was talking about that on Crypto Banter. It's like maybe May is sell in May, go away, and we'll just call it a bull run. And that's the end of it. I don't know. That's the beauty of it, right? You don't know, but there could be something to that. Bull run's waiting for April. Maybe. But if a lot of people are thinking May and they sell in April, then maybe to front run those sellers, you start selling in March, right? I'm going to be 1 month ahead of you. So I'm going to sell mine before you sell yours. Right? I still think we're going up. Gotta go look at peak again, Dr. Sauce. Peak. Wow, 68. Nice to have something in the green. Look at that, just about a new all-time high. New all-time high is 69.3, and it's almost back up. People are buying peak. Look at this. Nice. And all you that bought into peak, yay to us. Came almost all the way down to 50 and then just zoom. I don't know where the crypto bubble gets its information, Raiden. I just go right to CoinMarketCap. And it says it right here. 420. CoinGecko might use a different formula, and maybe it pulls it from CoinGecko. I don't know, but that's where I get it from. Dr. Sauce being very generous today, giving out memberships. Who gets the memberships? Fu Thinks, Make, Armake, Christian, Davin, Skirt Dab. New members to the channel. Thank you, being generous. Yeah, January 20th, Christian. I'm going to be live all day, January 20th, and we are going to have fun that day. That's going to be a fun day. Could be some volatility. It is a Monday. Remember, that is a Monday. And we know we had a big dip today on Monday. We had a big dip 2 weeks ago on Monday. I don't know what's going to happen on January 20th, but I will be live. Peak may not get listed on Robinhood for years, Matt. It may take years. So I won't hold my breath for Robinhood. But Coinbase and Binance, that'll be coming. And we got in before it got listed on those. It's just about new all-time high, which it hit just here on Saturday. Just about there. Maybe Fartcoin got wrecked. I don't know. Did it? Fartcoin. No, it's up. It's up 8% today. Fartcoin. It's up. It did not get wrecked. It did have a dip, but let's see. What was the dip for Fartcoin? Yeah, about 20%. But it's just traded right back up. It went all the way up 40% in like an hour. People love it on the Fartcoin. People loving on the Fartcoin. Not an all-time high yet. That was back here. Up at 44 cents was the all-time high. But it is getting bought. Fartcoin. Ugh. Craziness. Oh, I got to watch peak again. Sorry. Got to see whether it hits a new all-time high. So close. Peak going strong. Do you remember when I said I was hoping for a nice big dip for a Christmas gift? Looks like I got my wish today. There'll probably be another one. It might not be as deep as today's, but there'll probably be another one. If you know Dogecoin, it always does the dip and sideways shuffle, and then it runs up. And then it dips, does the sideways, yep. Peak is peaking. You know what I think. Jasmine recovering. What's Jasmine up to? 4-2. It's coming up. Jason reminds everybody to hit the like button. Thank you. Also subscribe if you haven't already subscribed yet while you're down there. Vince, you joined. Hey, I missed that. Thanks for joining the channel. Nice to have you aboard. Thank you. Hard to imagine the bear market will be as bad with a pro-crypto government. And that's what I've been saying is I don't think the 2026 bear market is going to be as bad as 2022. Now, 2022, remember, we had Luna, Voyager, Celsius, and FTX. That's 4 big, big black swan events that just ripped crypto. What is going to be 2026's? There's going to be something. That's just how it works, right? You have a big bull market in 2025, and then you get people playing games, doing stuff, and then in 2026, it all catches up, and bam. Now, we don't know what that is. We don't know what that's going to be. A black swan is like something that you have no idea is going to happen, but it's big. And it causes the markets to crash. That's a black swan event. You don't see it coming. There were a few clues about Luna that CZ had put out. I do remember that. And then the same with FTX. CZ had also put some clues out. Voyager, I don't know. Somebody could have put the pieces together and maybe figured it out. Maybe Celsius too. Yeah, I think at this point, bull run, we used to have portfolios that matched a little more, if I remember, but now ours are quite different, I think. You can't buy peak in Europe? Well, here's the markets. From Europe, if you can get onto MEXC or Gate.io or BingX or BitGet, I don't know. Again, I don't know on Europe, but those are the exchanges where you can buy peak. You might have to use a VPN from Europe. I don't know where you are, Leon, but those are the exchanges where you can buy it. Now, peak is not going to hit an all-time high now. It's coming down a little bit. So we'll leave peak alone. We'll come back, see how Bitcoin is doing. Yeah, it's leveling out up here at about 97.5. Doge, it's just hugging the bottom of my support line right there. Anthony says this is the end of financial year sale. Yeah, that was a good price for peak. Nate bought some peak on the dip. Nate swooping in. Good job. The Kriss Doge peak channel. Yeah, well, I didn't buy anywhere near as much peak as I have in Doge. It was just a little side thing, but fun to be in on something new. Awesome sauce, more than Orbit says. Awesome wants to see Gala. What did Gala do today? Gala had a big drop. I used to own Gala. This was my original buy price at 3.9, and it almost hit it. So Gala's drop was, 30%. It's up there, but kind of following Doge, double dip, now kind of leveling out here. 4.7 cents. Yeah, I sold this Gala like almost 2 years ago, well, a year and a half ago. That was a good call on my part. Yeah, I don't know what Crypto Bubbles uses again, Raiden, for their market cap. I know, Riley. We're having fun. Why not? Fartcoin. Why not? With this coming back up, is it time to buy? James, you've got to make those calls. Again, I look for big red candles. I'm having a little one right now. I don't know if this is going to extend down right now. Sheeb Shreddy. Let's see what Sheeb is up to. Following Doge, same thing. 3 red candles on the 15-minute chart, same as Doge. There can always be another flush, Christian. A lot of it depends on the liquidation trades, but yes, you can expect it. There's a bunch of kids even have Dogecoin. Yep. You think Tether? I don't know. I don't think Tether is gonna collapse. I don't think so. I do hear people talking about it though. You're having a party on January 20th, Cheryl? Well, just stop in here for a little bit if you can. Say hi. Tell me what you got. So right now, as far as Doge for upward lines, I mean, this is it right here, this orange line. This is the bottom line of our channel, and Doge is hugging it right now. So still in the upward channel from November 11th, but we're hugging the bottom of it right now. So again, we're still moving upwards overall over the past 6 weeks. And I'm sticking to that thesis until it totally changes. Yeah, I don't know what will happen with Bitcoin during a 2026 bear market either. I mean, if you've got corporations, institutions, countries, even Florida is talking about it now for their pension fund, getting Bitcoin. It's just, I don't know. That's an awful lot of holding that's not going to be selling, which means less volatility. Tierra bought some peak from the Netherlands. So that's Europe. Yeah. That's okay, Vince. Took you long, but far best place to be for Doge. Welcome. Yeah, I wouldn't do Sol Quid. I wouldn't touch those kinds of tokens. That's just me. Yeah. Still not late to buy peak. Nope, I don't do any pre-sales, Anthony. Nope, I get offered pre-sale stuff all the time. Nope, not interested. I want to see something that's already launched and already trading before I get involved. The support line is just following a series of low dips where it's traded before. That's what I look at. If peak does what we hope, I owe you a finder's fee. We'll see how it plays out. We'll be having some fun, that's for sure. How low can it go? Just don't call me old man. I know I'm old, but it doesn't sound good. XYO is going up, Tio? Sure, we can check out XYO. We haven't looked at that in a while. Back up to 3.5. That's not bad. It peaked up here at 3.8. The dip was 2.8. That's pretty strong. Overall, the drop on XYO was 28%, and it's already come back up. Well, it peaked up here at 30% back up, now at about 25. I mean, if you bought XYO right there on the dip at 4 o'clock, You're already up 25%. This is pretty volatile. These are big moves by XYO. For those looking for a buy-in for Doge, this is setting up for a big red candle down. If you see cryptos that are just a series of letters and numbers, it's usually a scam. And you'll see bots like spam commenting. That happens a lot on my channel. I have a lot of that blocked, but some still get through. And sometimes they come up with a new name that I need to block. That's usually what that is. You don't touch that stuff. Particularly if they're in the comment section on somebody's YouTube channel. That is not the place to find out about cryptocurrencies. That's all scam. You have only 10 big bags now. Wow, you really trimmed down your portfolio there. Wow. I still have like 26, 27, but I've never heard of Wallet IQ. Yeah, we're bleeding a little bit now. I see that. What's Cardano doing? 99 cents. Yeah, back under $1. Bitcoin may still look for this area. 95.9. Hasn't happened yet. We'll pull it over a little, give it a chance, but it may drop down there. If Doge went to 73 cents in April, that would be fine by me too. We all would love to see $1 Dogecoin. Might not happen. How about XRP? Yeah, XRP had a nice dip today. $2. $2 XRP. Now we also have a red candle now on XRP too coming down. So the dippiness isn't done yet. Yeah, we've looked at SHIB a number of times already, Shreddy. Thank you, Ryan. We're just hanging out. Liquidity is just the amount is available to trade, is all it is. Typically, exchanges have a lot of coins. That's liquidity. So it allows this trading to happen up and down. When you have coins that don't have a lot of liquidity, that means trading can take a while. You don't have as many buyers and sellers, low liquidity. It's tougher to fill large orders if you're trying to buy a lot. You're tired of Robinhood. Where do you live, Porpoise? Depends on where you live. If you want more degen plays, crypto.com. I have a link in the description below. You can check that out. You get $100 worth of freebies if you do certain things following my link. Crypto.com has the new stuff if you're looking for degen. Robinhood is not going to go degen. Yeah, just read the website, Low Rater, about peak. Yeah, XYO, very volatile. Yeah, no, Jay, that's not what he meant. We can always dump instantly. I just don't see the volume ticking up for a big dump yet. We had it at 4 o'clock. We definitely did. Hey, Villain, how are you? I have nothing new to look into right now. People were still talking about Supra. So Supra still might be one new one. I can't buy it yet. It's not on crypto.com. But if you can access Supra, that might be one. Oh, here we go, Doge. Who's looking to buy? Yeah, John, dipping more. It might dip below 40 again. Jasmine will recover, Paulo. Yeah. And this is just a dip day. All it is a dip day. So we wait. We could have a lot of retailers selling, thinking that, oh, this is it. Goes up a little bit, I'm selling. Now it's dumping back down. I'm not selling. I'm not selling yet. Could be a third flush. That's a big red candle there. If it dips below 40, what's Bitcoin doing? Not down that low yet. What's our heat map look like? $43, $39, $24, $41. Hey, our $97 million guy is gone. Or he trimmed his position to 41. But he's gone. Oh, wait, that was Binance. Bybit. Nope, he's still here. Nope, he's still here. He's on Bybit. 97 million. Still there. BitGet. BitGet's got a few. Whoa. 232 million. 219 million. 253. There's some big ones here on BitGet. Whew. Wow. You're just going to turn it off. Sometimes, Moreno, you just do that. Today's not the day to be really bullish. It's like, this is a dip day. You just withstand it. It'll turn back around. Peace out, Jay. Yeah, I would say that 40 cents, the speculative floor for Doge right now, 40 cents. There's a lot of newbies around. Yep. KB, we've seen that. We've been talking about that. There's a lot of new people. I get it. You experience these flash crashes, and yeah, it's a little frightening as it's happening. You don't know how low it's going to go, but if you sold, well, you learned a lesson maybe. I think this is still going to go much higher. It's just going to take a little while. ATM is still up even with the dip. Me too. But paper hands are everywhere, chasing all sorts of new things. Yeah, I don't go chasing like that. I'm not going to look up baby Doge. It'll turn back around when you leave. Okay, see ya. See ya. I don't know if it's going to get to 35. Definitely not 25. Not in a bull market. If we were past 2025, I would say, yeah, that could be in play. So Jasmine had a big dump, but has recovered pretty well so far, but now is subject to this down pull that we see. That's not good. But at recovery from the dip all the way up, that was 36%, 37% that Jasmine just ran up to recover. 37%. So got back above 4 cents, which is nice. That's pretty volatile. Is there anything else? Yeah, Bitcoin dominance coming back up a little bit, while alts are dropping. ETH dominance actually is holding pretty well. But we'll see if Doge can hold 40 cents here. Victor, that's what we're watching right now is the Doge chart. It's at 40.8 cents now. 4 red candles in a row on the 15 minutes. So that's not good for the last hour. The bottom of the last red candle was 40.4. Peak is up also, admin. And there's some others as well that are up. Just not many. Yeah, as Bitcoin goes down, the alts follow, but the alts follow and drop at a higher percentage than Bitcoin. Typically, when Bitcoin goes up, the alts go up at a higher percentage. Yeah, what a night, Tony, huh? You're poor again. Just one of those days. Yeah, Doge is looking a little weak. I agree, Bull Run. I agree. So let's go to the ranking here, and let's see what is moving right now in the 1 hour. Beam is coming up. MOG, Jasmine, we just looked at. Didex, BitGet, Uniswap, Maker. Those are the ones that are recovering now. SWI a little bit. On the 24-hour chart, it's Leo and ENA are the only ones up in 24 hours of the top 100. Leo. Can always count on Leo in a bear market to do well. Leo. How's XML looking? Nope, there was no news today. There's nothing causing this. Yeah, just doing the same thing pretty much as Doge. XLM. Look at XLM at 40 cents now. And Doge is that right? Yeah. XLM is at 40 cents. Doge is at 41. So Doge now has a higher price than XLM, as I predicted. Last week, I said that during a live stream. I'll say, yep, Doge and XLM cross over again and again. Everybody goes, oh, XLM's at 60. Doge is never going to catch it. Here you go. Well, Doge didn't catch XLM. XLM fell back down to Doge, is what happened. So, yep. It's weird. That's how that happens between XLM and Doge. Nope, not crashing because of CPI data. That really doesn't affect crypto. I haven't heard anything on Microsoft yet. That announcement is supposed to be made tomorrow. We had 50% fall from 28th of December 2020 to the 11th of January. Yep. Right. And that took what? January 6th, right? Remember January 6th? That freaked out the markets that day. I'd call that a black swan. That's what happened. January 6th. I remember it well. I had the TV on and was just like, what the heck is going on there? There was a big pullback in the markets when that was going on. Yeah, you saw January 6th, TJ. I did too. Tax time, yes. Wednesday night live stream is going to be the crypto tax live stream. Everyone needs to hear that. We'll not be doing charts on Wednesday. And we might peek in. That's just because what I do. But we'll be talking taxes. All tax related things. So that'll be Wednesday. Things are rotating. Things always rotate. And up and down and up and down. As long as it goes back up. Exactly. Michael Saylor is not going to start buying alts. No. Not going to happen, Bullrun. KJ, the overall view is we are in one of these pullbacks, similar to 2020, when we had a Bitcoin pullback of 23%, but in 2021, it just went up higher. Looking at the 4-year cycles, this is one of those pullbacks. It's one of those pullbacks in an overall bull market. So that's all this is. Okay, you're on, Bull Run. You're on. Until when? When do we settle the bet? When do we settle the bet? By what date? Hey, we got a green candle here. Yeah, pardons are being handed out like candy. I have faith in Doge too. Yeah, Amazon is considering as well adding Bitcoin. You can't make the tech stream, Ryan. Oh, no. Oh, you can always watch it on the replay. We need to set up a Doge strategy company, basically using company debt to buy Doge. You got to have the company first. Cotty's blaming Haley Welch. Could this be the markets manipulating the price for Microsoft so they could buy Bitcoin at a lower price? Interesting, Vince. That's interesting. How much Bitcoin does Microsoft want? I heard it was something only like 10% of their cash reserves or something. It's not like a huge number, but that's interesting. Maybe. Nick missed the peak dip. Can I dip it again? Can I dip it again? Back down to 50, please. Back down to 50. Sailor's not going to be buying ETH. No. It's just Bitcoin. Next bull run? April? You mean 2025? Or do you mean like 2029? What year are you talking about? 2029 is a long time away. You don't like Scamazon? The tariffs are coming. The tariffs are coming. The tariffs are coming. Bezos will want to offset his losses, so go long on BTC. Bezos is pretty smart. He's pretty smart. Yep. Amazon, Microsoft. It's true. They haven't made the decision yet, but they're talking about it. We don't see shorts getting wiped out yet. We need a big run up here. 2029 April. That's a long time to have a $100 bet out there, but sure, why not? I'll still be here. The ETH part of the cycle is not done, but the alts have been outperforming ETH. So that ETH phase was like 1 week, and then it went alts. ETH pretty much doing the same thing as everything else today. Oh, we just hit 7 o'clock and now we have a green. I get it now. We're going up now because it's the next day. Just like Sunday, it was all green right up till 7 o'clock and then it started dumping. 40 cents is strong. Does Tesla accept crypto for charging stations? I've heard they do, but I don't know for sure. I don't have a Tesla. What am I answering, villain? When do you think, if ever, all banks will be decentralized? Never. They don't want to be decentralized. The banks control so much money, that'll be their good times are over. They don't want to do that. Yeah, ETH will be back over 4K. It's coming. H bar. Green candle. So we'll see if all of these come back and reset where they were earlier this afternoon. Right now, we're seeing that pretty much across the board. Everything green for the last half an hour, just about, except for Yearn. Yeah, Yearn had a big dip. Jasmine showing strong. Look at that. Jasmine's almost all the way back up to where it was before the dip. That's some strong trading in Jasmine there. For those that bought Jasmine on the dip, you recovered fast. I mean, look at this. From the dip to where it is now, 37%. 37%, just 3 hours. That's pretty strong. Yeah, I think our dips are over, guys, for the night. Tesla taxi cabs are coming. Accept Doge for payment. Somehow they do it with the boring tunnels, like in Las Vegas. You can pay for your ticket in your Tesla ride through the tunnel using Doge. That would be awesome if they did that with the Tesla cabs. That would be awesome. Will X accept Dogecoin? Well, that is the, I don't know, $1, $2, $5 question, whatever you think Doge would run to if X does accept Dogecoin. I have a feeling Elon will do something with Dogecoin. It's probably not going to be fully integrated like we would like to see, but there'll be something. That's what I think Elon's going to end up doing. Is Baby Doge really going off? Last time somebody said that, I was like, We looked at it and it wasn't. So, yep, the cyber cabs are coming. That would be cool. You sold at 46, you put a limit buy for 38, and you just missed at 38.05. So you bought back at 41. Sometimes that happens. Don't kill yourself over it. It's small potatoes when it comes to where I think Dogecoin is going. You're holding on your ledger. Not sure if you should transfer to Binance yet. Why would you be in a hurry to transfer to Binance? So you can sell on a dip? That doesn't make sense to me. So when they liquidate, do they put the money back in the market? Back in the market. No, it goes back in their liquidity for the exchange is where it goes. The trade gets wiped out. How is that legal? I don't know. I can't answer that. It's like gambling, right? Is what it is. You've made a bet. You've set your liquidation price, and then they take it out. That's just the way it is. Did anyone else get killed shorting Fartcoin today? I'll bet Fartcoin took out a lot of shorts today. I'll bet they did. Can I still buy Dogecoin or is it too late? If I can still buy, how much should I buy? There's so much in that question, Ali. There's so much in that question. The standard response is you buy what you can afford to risk in terms of your finances. And that is different for everybody because buying cryptocurrency is a risk. So you make that decision up. And what price? You've had opportunities to buy on dips. Look for the next opportunity. That's all I can say. A Prius? Are you kidding me? How do I look like a Prius driver? Actually, I have a RAV4. Sport mode. Sport mode RAV4. Not a Prius. Baby Doge is trading sideways. That's what I thought. Are we going back up? Everything is in the green for the last half hour. Everything is in the green. So yes, we're going back up. I do not follow other dog meme coins. In fact, nostalgia, I despise them. There's only one Dogecoin. If you want to buy a dog meme coin, you buy Doge. Is Supra a good investment? I don't know. That's a risky one. I can't buy it because I don't trade on any of those swapping platforms where you can get it. So I am not in the Supra market, so to speak. Yes, the banks were controlling Gensler. Absolutely. And Elizabeth Warren is in bed with the banks. Exactly. And who was Gary Gensler communicating with before he would go in front of the House Finance Committee? Elizabeth Warren. Yeah. That is all over come January 20th. There's a coin called Truck on Coinbase. I don't know. Never heard of it. I know what you're saying. But again, my response is, if the price of Doge is now 42 cents, why would you sell at 39? That's what I'm saying. Why would you sell at 39? Unless you think that it's going to zero, right? Or it's dropping some insane amount. But if that's the case, you haven't been watching me. You're not paying attention to what's going on in the overall market. That's what I mean. No disrespect, but if you're here asking me that question, you're on the wrong channel. No, not a Subaru Outback. No. No. I think that's a woman's car. That's what the women drive in New England for the snow, is they buy Subaru Outbacks or Lexus or maybe Audi. Those are kind of the biggest ones here. Not a Prius fans, but the new ones actually look nice too. I haven't looked. But yeah, Toyota's king. I mean, for reliability, for not having any major service problems, they last a long time, they hold their value very well. Toyota's a good car. They don't burn anywhere near enough sheep, Fifi. There's all this talk about like all this sheep burning. They need to burn billions. They're burning millions, which is nothing. They need to burn billions of sheep to make a difference, because there's multiple hundreds of trillions of sheep tokens. They need to burn more. Exactly. There's only one real Doge. Don't like those other dog tokens. What do you think of Chainlink? I love Chainlink. Absolutely love it. Here's the Chainlink chart. $22. My Chainlink buy price is down here. $6. $6 Chainlink I got way back here in 2023. So loving this recent price movement, except for the dip. But again, it's a dip. It's coming back. Chainlink is looking very good. So as far as targets for selling Chainlink, $36 is my target. $36 right here. That's where I'm going to be taking probably half of my profit of Chainlink. So from 6 to 36, that's a 6x. That also goes back to this 2021 peaks that Chainlink had on the chart. So that's my target, 36. Not recovering as fast as others right now. Doge is tried 42. We got to get it back up to the Rocky line, 43.5. Crash Coin, you got a million Doge. Nice bag. I'm still talking 60, 69 cents by the end of the year. Whether that is in time for Christmas or not, we'll see. But I think we're going to have a Santa rally after Christmas. I cannot help you when it comes to liquidations, other than I told you guys not to do it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Don't trade with leverage. It's a way to get wiped out. I think Dogecoin is still going much higher from here. So what you have remaining in spot, I can't tell you what to do, but I have identified sell points for Doge where I'm going to be layering out, and they're much higher than where Doge is right now. And that's my strategy. And I can only tell you what I'm doing. I can't tell you what to do. But Not financial advice, but in crypto, don't trade on leverage. You might win every once in a while, and then you'll get wrecked like you did today. I'm sorry to hear that. The bounce is looking nice. Yes, Salty God. Gensler was brilliant for making crypto prices drop down so we could buy in at lower prices. That's a good way to look at it right there. Drixie got wrecked. Only if you sold. Only if you sold. So if you had weak hands and you sold, freaked out, I'm sorry. You'll have to buy in at a higher price, it looks like. Yep, Bitcoin and Doge are holding in their channels. Exactly. You're watching the sandbox. Sandbox is looking strong. I do not buy it. I still think Sheeb is probably going to go on a run. Yes. So you decide. Exactly, Kurt. Only women drive Subarus. When will you accept fan mail? I have an email address. It's out there. People send me emails. Fine by me. Yeah, Toyota, that's what I drive. It's a good car. All-wheel drive. I go to construction sites on it, drive into the city, drive everywhere. Great car. I was thinking Model S. I was thinking Model X. Actually, Tesla Model X, but I'm just like, up here in Boston, we get these terrible winters, and electric cars are just awful. Awful in that. So, wow, is still thinking Doge 80 cents to $1, $1.10. No, Bindi, it's not a Lamborghini. It's a Ferrari because you can buy it with Dogecoin. I know, Rocky, right? 43.5. It's still there on my chart in red, just sitting there. It's just sitting there, and everybody's going, Rocky. Ugh. The Rocky line. Subaru is higher than Toyota for reliability. It's just because all those women drive Subarus. Ford F-350. No, Ross. Everybody has their opinions on cars. I get it. I had a Highlander from 2006 till 2019. Yeah. 13 years. Drove a Highlander. That was a good car. I do, Bindi. That is exactly how I spell my name. Algorand. Algorand went on a great big run and then had a big dip. So 34 cents was where it just hit. Our previous buy price was 25 cents. So Algorand has done very well. But this dip here from high to low, 42%. Ouch. So, yeah, we got some recovery to do for Algo, but from November 4th up to its peak here was up over 400%, 460%. So even if we measure it to where it is now, it's still 300% gain. So, yeah, so 2 weeks ago, we identified Algorand as a 25-cent buy price, and it did hit that right here on Tuesday, the 26th of November. That hit that buy price. So here we are 2 weeks later, and it's up 67% from that buy price if you had bought then. And that's what we were doing on the live stream 2 weeks ago, which is why this live stream was called More Dogecoin and Altcoin Dip Buying Price Targets. But then the dip happened, and by the time I got on, the dip had already happened. So I don't think it's going lower than all of these orange lines I have drawn on my charts. That was the dip. And that's the same with Bitcoin at 94.2. And it's the same with Doge at 38 cents. We went all the way down to 38 cents. Those were the buying opportunities. You bought a lot of Chainlink and then paper handed at 10. Yeah, that's tough. Is Peak going to go for another run for a new all-time high? And how about Pepe? We can look at those. Yeah, Pepe started to make a little run back up. Its all-time high is 28.3. It's now at 27.6. That is not too far. That's not too far. And how about Peak? Rejected at 68 still. Now at 65. So we'll see. It made you watch 2 ads. I'm not doing nothing. That's Google. Google runs YouTube. You didn't know that? They just do the ads randomly. I have no control over that. I don't know when they happen. That's all Google. BTC 98. 98. Yeah, I don't think it's going to go down here and grab that $93 million. Doesn't look like it's going to do that. Titan subscribe today. Thank you. I don't do stop losses. Titan. I don't believe in them. Not in a bull market. No. Buy and you hold, DCA. I buy long term. I'm in the United States. When I sell, I want to have it held for at least a year, so I have a long-term capital gains tax instead of a short-term. That saves me a lot of money on the profits. That's how I trade. So no stop losses. Nope. And we'll be talking more about taxes on Wednesday night live stream. It's going to be all about taxes. Yep, 99% of people get wiped in leverage at some point in time. Because typically, they'll do their first leverage trade and they'll close it with a gain, right? It's like, oh, I did a 5x leverage. And then they try again. And then they try again. And eventually, they get wiped out. It's like playing blackjack, right? It's exactly the same. You win a blackjack hand, you win another, you double your bet, and you lose, right? For anybody who plays blackjack, you know, that's what happens. As soon as you double your bet, God. That's blackjack for you. I did a lot of blackjack playing when I was in Las Vegas. I went on some good runs every once in a while. It was fun. But yeah. I help everyone in the office. I do that. Exactly. It's exactly what I do. Same there. Picked up a bunch of Chainlink around $6. Yeah, my target is 36. Again, that's for my first slice. with most of my big alts, not including Doge, I'm probably selling 50% at that. Again, I have a goal for this house in 2025, and selling half my chain link at $36 helps me reach that goal. I put all my life savings at 100x leverage on Hawktua. I don't know what Dero contracts are, DJ. Yeah, I like TradingView. It does everything I need. I mean, there's some stuff that the free version doesn't have that I'd like to use. I see other crypto YouTubers who pay for TradingView subscriptions that they have access to, but it's okay. I do all right. If I had SHIB, would I trade for Doge? Well, I have both, Christian. So that's why I bought some SHIB too, so I could have both. If you're thinking about that, you don't have any Doge right now, but you do have a lot of SHIB, look for a green candle on SHIB, and maybe you sell half of it and rotate it into Doge. I would look at this chart here, which is the SHIB Dogecoin trading pair. And so what this does is this looks at how Doge and SHIB, or SHIB and Doge, trade against each other. And since October, Dogecoin has been far outgaining SHIB, by far. So you want to sell SHIB for Doge once SHIB is way up against Doge, if you're going to be thinking of that kind of swap. But over the past 2 months, it's all been Doge, not SHIB. So SHIB is really low compared to Doge. If you were going to do that kind of trade, you would do the opposite. You would trade some of your Doge for SHIB if you were that kind of trading, investor. But again, I'm just buy and hold. So I own SHIB and I own Doge. Of course, a lot more Doge than SHIB because I think Doge is going to outperform SHIB still. MOG. Sure, fused. What did MOG do today? You can look at MOG. MOG bottomed out at 0.00003 on the dip. Let's say from there, it dipped 22, which is pretty much in line with what most others did. And from there, it has recovered up 15%. Good recovery. So MOG's doing all right. It's in line with everything else. It had this huge run here. What was that percentage run that we just had? 70%. Just last week. So yeah, MOG's looking good. Doge trying to hold on to the bottom of our channel. Please, not another fake out. I know. There's a bunch of shorts up at 105K. That's way up there right now, though. No, my RAV is not a hybrid. I didn't get a hybrid RAV. The deal I got was for an ICE car. So I got an ICE. Yep, the Rocky line has been broken before. It'll get broken again. I don't know about XLM. Again, it trades pretty much with XRP. If you believe XRP is going to go way up, then XLM will probably go way up too. I don't know what you're asking, Raiden. For a company, if they sell you something in crypto with 50%, I don't know. No, I don't give car salesmen a hard time. Not at all. They have a price. I find out what that price is, and I make the deal. Of course, I bought my car all cash, so there were no payments, and they tried for an hour talking me into payments and say, just if you do some payments, at least get started, and then you can pay it off. And I was like, why would I want to do that? No, I don't want any payments. And then once they finally realized I was dead set, they said, okay. Oh, hey, Nature Spikes, thanks. Doing okay. My price prediction for December 31st, it's still like 60 to 69. It's in that range still. Your first car was a Mercedes? Wow. That's sweet. Pepe to the moon. You were surfing Cocoa Beach Pier, watched a SpaceX launch from the water, and you took it as a sign, Doge to the moon. That's awesome. Colleen is smelling another dip. Might be. Might be. So if I sell you my house in crypto and it drops 50% the next day, does that mean I've lost half? Right. So if a business takes in crypto, they're risking, yes. If you take in crypto as a business owner, you're doing that at risk. Exactly. If you took in Doge at 42 cents and then the next day it dropped to 21, it's your loss for your business. Yes. Yep. Nostalgia, we've been talking about this for weeks. It's a combination of both, price and time. I'm selling my coins after I've owned them for a year. There's a few that I've picked up recently, not the peak, I'm going to hold that, but a few others that I may sell on a short-term capital gains. But yeah, the idea is to be long-term. And then I'm looking at a combination of price points and events that are coming up. Like January 20th is a big event. I may be selling around that time. We'll see. It's a combination of that. The dip is nothing. I mean, look how it's just, everything's quieted down now. It's like this afternoon never happened. Price is still just a little bit lower, but not bad. Not bad. I don't know how to do heat maps on TradingView. This is on, these heat maps are on CoinGlass. It's a different website than TradingView. Yeah, Floki has already gone on a huge run. So if you recently invested, maybe it went up a little more today, but you've lost on the real big runs for this cycle. It can still go higher, sure. Can you buy a physical Dogecoin like that? Yeah, Amazon. I have one in a case I'm going to be giving away. Haven't decided when yet. Maybe January 20th. I'm going to have a giveaway for a physical coin, but that just means you need to send me your address so I can send it to you. But yes, I will have a giveaway of a commemorative Dogecoin. Still in its case, brand new. So that's probably going to be January 20th. This is mine. I've already got that one. It's pretty cool. Got a big D on the back. All right, I'm going to call it, guys. Yeah, Sushi Swap I've never used. Yep. Amazon. If you're buying stuff already on Amazon and you're looking for something to throw in, free shipping, you can find them. There's a lot of different styles. I just like this all gold one. They've got some other multicolored ones, silver ones, other things, but that's all. All right, guys. Hey, I will be live again tomorrow afternoon, probably around 4 o'clock. So check in there. Hopefully we don't have quite as much excitement, at least on the downside tomorrow. And then Wednesday, of course, is the crypto tax live stream. You don't want to miss that. So I hope you all have a good evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.